National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff. And
this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Dancing away at the 35. And he's got it. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Play action. Now Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25. A play that started back at the 25.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So now the drive splits. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute win opportunities.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And not much to speak of
there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson throwing over the middle.
He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston.
How about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening, able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball there.
After the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now a shot taken.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time able to get 3.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete.
Happening left, trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On second down, Williams. And across midfield, it's not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to move it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover, instead they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last appearance, they couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And off the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3. There's Wilson. On the move to his left. His throw.
Run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston, that is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half. He continues to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. You can think they took their shot, but it's going to be on 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taken right around the 44. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter.
Oh, ready?
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a cover complete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his back.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They got the ball in their own territory, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And that throw behind him.
What I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 72 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Tucker into the lead on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. Put them into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Wilson. And his pass in
middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. So now 4 first-time sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Tough slide. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football, switching hand. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game? They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,
It's been a closely fought battle to this point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember to see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. And this will be in formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make it despite whatever happened in that other locker room. No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the...
Throw the pick 6, and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Out there so far. Some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's taken to the 26.
Personal foul. Defense.
Defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
And he'll get what he can up the middle of 3 yards.
Make that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, but it winds up falling incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it needs a pick up to first. 8 yards on the pick up there, and there's a stance.
You talk about it very well. Sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. It's Jackson. outside, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A drive there with just 4 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyler Spaz are doing that play up. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've got no way of blocking.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot to slow on. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be a solid breakout on 3rd down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. Fielded at the 33. A solid stiff arm. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, you want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that. It's one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter.
Like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets him just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. Uses the stiff arm. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the
Those moments to happen, incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle. Stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
Room here to run. The 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be
That has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
complete as well. The Broncos on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And now another one.
Looking at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds incomplete. The Broncos are able to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens give the football back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good.
How they respond now. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that,
now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Jackson now. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick passing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it as how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he was added on that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down.
A little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 70-for-1 handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Devin Duvernay. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry. Back to the line now. One more time with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In close territory, excellent field. Pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for
getting him. That's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points their offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-person.
First down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
There's always one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but then...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this way, and the call is going to be overturned.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. One last shot for Wilson.
That's complete, it's Okurebunom.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.